My name is Amanita Coffee. If I am still alive today, it is only by a miracle. The night my father, Mr. Coffee, was murdered, I too tasted the poison. His wife, Madame Helene, feared that I would one day claim my rightful inheritance. She wanted me erased, silenced, forgotten. I remember the bitter taste of the juice she gave me. My body grew weak, my vision blurred, and I heard her cold voice in the distance. She won't survive. Take her away, get rid of her. Wrapped in a sheet, I was carried into the night and abandoned in the middle of a cemetery, left among the tombs as if I were already dead. But God had other plans for me. The old cemetery keeper, Baba Musa, heard my faint cries. He found me barely breathing, carried me to his hut, and nursed me back to life. That is how I survived. Poisoned, buried in silence, but still alive. While I recovered under Baba Musa's care, Madame Helene was busy rewriting history. Married to my father for only 2 years, she bribed corrupt officials to forge birth certificates for her 2 children, Patricia and Kevin. Suddenly, on paper, they were the children of Mr. Coffee. Suddenly, they became the heirs. The truth was hidden. They were not my father's blood. They were impostors, armed with false documents, while I, his true daughter, was erased from memory. Years passed. I grew stronger. And one day, I made my decision. I would return to my father's house. But not as the heiress, not yet. I disguised myself as what they least expected, a servant. When I knocked at the gates of the mansion, Madame Helene looked at me with contempt but hired me. To her, I was just a poor girl seeking work. She did not recognize me. And so, I began living under the same roof as my enemies, enduring their insults, their humiliations, while secretly searching every corner of the villa for the lost testament of my father. Every day was a test. Patricia mocked me. Look at her. She doesn't even know how to carry a tray properly. Kevin pushed me aside whenever he pleased. Move, servant. You're in my way. And Madame Helene laughed at my suffering. Forgive my maid, my friends. She is clumsy, useless, nothing but a shadow in this house. I bowed my head. But in my heart, I whispered, mock me, insult me. Soon, the truth will rise, and your laughter will choke you. One silent night, as the house slept, I entered the study that once belonged to my father. My hands trembled as I searched the drawers. Then, in a hidden compartment, I found it, an envelope, yellow with age, sealed with his handwriting. It was the original testament. Inside, he declared me his only legitimate child and sole heiress. Tears filled my eyes. My father's voice echoed in my heart. Finally, I held the proof of who I was. The opportunity came during a grand dinner organized by Madame Helene. The dining hall glowed with chandeliers. Notables, businessmen, even a police commissioner were present. As usual, Helene sought to humiliate me. Amanita, straighten your back. My guests, forgive her clumsiness. She is hopeless. Laughter filled the hall. But that night, I could no longer remain silent. I placed the tray down, pulled the envelope from my pocket, and with a steady voice declared, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a maid. I am Amanita Coffee, the only daughter and rightful heir of the late Mr. Coffee. And here is his true testament." Gasps filled the hall. All eyes turned to me. I held the envelope high. "This house, this fortune, belongs to me. Madame Helene was married to my father for only 2 years. Her children are not his. She forged birth certificates to deceive you. And she murdered my father. She even tried to murder me. They left me for dead in a cemetery. But I survived." Patricia shouted. "Lies. All lies." Kevin leapt from his chair. "That testament is fake." But the police commissioner opened the document, examined it carefully, and looked at the guests. "This testament is authentic. Amanita is indeed the sole heir." The room erupted in shock. Guests whispered. Faces turned pale. And Madame Helene trembled. The commissioner's voice rang out like thunder. "Madame Helene, Patricia, Kevin, you are under arrest for fraud, forgery, usurpation, and suspicion of homicide." 2 officers stepped forward. Handcuffs clinked. Helene begged through tears. "Amanita, please. I only wanted to protect my children." I looked into her eyes, my voice steady. "By killing someone else's child. You poisoned me. You killed my father. You tried to bury me alive. Justice cannot be bargained with." They were taken away, screaming, their empire crumbling in front of all. Silence filled the mansion. The commissioner placed his hand gently on my shoulder. "Miss Amanita, this house, and all that comes with it, is yours now. You have been brave." I lifted my eyes to the portraits of my father that still adorned the walls. Tears welled in my eyes, but this time they were not of sorrow. "Father, your blood did not spill in vain. Your daughter stands tall. The impostors are unmasked. And this house will once again be a place of truth." The guests applauded, some with tears of their own. And I was no longer the forgotten servant, no longer the poisoned child abandoned in a cemetery. I was the hidden heiress, reborn from the shadows to reclaim my rightful place.